Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to FTB Continuum. Loads to do today. I had a little bit of an issue with the recording earlier, so there's a couple of things that I'll just want to catch up with you that we've done. One of the things was around the old coke oven here and getting the creosote out. Now I was trying to set up pipes and a tank, but they were actually for the EFAB. Hence the reason they weren't actually working particularly well. So I've just been using buckets to actually start pulling out some of the creosote from here. I've set up the tank, which has now got 2,000 megabuckets of creosote oil and the pipes, and that now feeds into the EFAB, which means that we can start crafting with fluid, which I think means we can make like treated wood planks and stuff like that. Let's just give it a quick go. We'll try and put some planks in there and see whether that is actually a thing. Blank patterns. No, maybe not, but maybe we need to do a fluid upgrade or something like that with it. But yeah, that is what that's supposed to hook into, I believe. And just looking at that, it all kind of looks to be the same sort of thing. So yeah, that's all cool. I've started putting some flooring down in here. I'm using maple planks, and I've actually managed to find maple sapling, which I've planted out the back around here. So I've moved it around, got a little bit of a tree farm going to try and tidy it up. I've planted dark oak sapling. Let's get rid of Ep7, which I've still got on, which is a bit stupid, and I've planted some maple sapling there. I've just planted the one for the time being. So a couple of things I have been busy doing is this here. So previous episodes I've been busy mining kind of over that way. You can see the waypoint there, which to be fair I will probably get rid of. Maybe even go reclaim my torches, but I don't know. Let's leave it for now. But what I've done is I've actually sort of set up a bit of a mine here. So I've kind of dug in. I might actually sort of shape it around here with a little bit of dirt. I haven't got any on me, but just sort of make it a little bit curvier and a bit more landscapey, I guess. But this is the mine that I have been busy doing, and that goes all the way down to bedrock. And it looks to be that the bedrock is flat bedrock down here as well. And what I've done sort of periodically, and I've got yet to do it but I just need some more lime wood, is I've started to put in kind of like these supports and things like that, so it's a bit more like a mine. It just makes it look a little bit prettier. So down here, this took us down to bedrock. I got my first diamonds from down here, which is really cool. We also got some emeralds as well, plus a bunch of redstone. But I've started strip mining a little bit here. I've not pulled anything out of the walls just yet, but we've got a little bit of a strip mine going on. We've got plenty of iron to be getting on with and plenty of coal and redstone and stuff like that, so I've kind of not bothered pulling that up. We've got loads of silver ore as well, so I've not bothered grabbing that. Then we obviously hit big load of lava there, big load of lava down the end there. You can hear the doom above us, probably. And we also have the old villagers as well, the villager zombies, which make a really weird noise in this, and I forget about that in 110 or 111, whatever this is. It might be 112 actually now. There, a little bit more ore there that we haven't dug out, a bit more nickel ore, yada yada yada. But then this actually opens out into a bit of a cave system up here. So I'm kind of carefully edge our way up here, around here, and we've actually got some platinum ore here, but we need an obsidian level pick to actually get to that. And then you go to down here, and this opens out into a fairly big cave system full of nasty. So I think it's a bit of a big lava lake there. So there is actually, by the looks of things, some obsidian kind of going that way. There's some water that's run down here. But this looks like it's a crevasse. So yeah, that'll be good to go explore, but that's not for this episode. So a couple of things that I've been doing. So what I was up to when I tried to record earlier was to start looking at, let's try and get out of here as quickly as we can, start getting us some power going. Let's just sprint, please, because yeah, we need to start getting some power. Some of me, if I was sensible enough, I could have actually probably captured that villager, brought it up as well, but hey ho. But yeah, so loads and loads of mining. And the reason I had to do a buttload of mining was because one of the things that has been particularly hard to find in this pack has been gold. I'm pretty sure it's not just me, because I know when I've kind of watched other things and been reading stuff, other people have said the same thing, that gold seems to be that particular resource that seems to be a bit of a challenge to come by. So I pretty much had to do most of that strip mining just to actually get the gold that I needed, and a little tiny bit extra for the Clockwork engine, which was the thing that I was actually showing you how to do in the video that kind of went a bit wrong. So let's get ourselves out of here and we'll just pop back into the house for a moment. Oh, that's the other thing I have got, look, captured a couple of cows, captured a couple of chickens, so we're busy kind of breeding those. I'm running actually on the Wi-Fi at the moment, so apologies that it's a little bit stuttery from time to time, but my hardwire connection has been... Oh! Whew. Do you know what, for a second I saw that through there and it looked to me like there was a creeper in the house. That was almost a little bit of heart failure there. Let's go check on the bees actually. How are we doing with the bees? Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go, some more honeycombs. That's good. Let's pop those in. I'm just kind of keeping these going really more for the honeycombs at the moment, just to try and get a few of those ready for all of the bits that where we need to get honey drops and stuff like that. It's part of the bee breeding, but yeah, we need to go and try and find ourselves some better hives. And I think there's actually a water hive, the aqua hive, just over there. Let's pop this egg away. We'll pop the honeycomb away. We're starting to get quite a few, which is cool. So the Clockwork engine. Is this here? This is from forestry. So this is kind of your entry level RF, effectively. So for that you needed 3 iron ingots, block of iron, the clock, which is the usual Minecraft recipe for the clock. So of course that's gold. So that's like 9 gold there. So it's 13 gold. Plus also the gold gear, which actually that took 4 ingots as well. So, you know, it's 17 gold I needed. Plus the piston. Now the piston is something you need to make in the EFAB. So it's 20 seconds in the EFAB. Otherwise the recipe is exactly the same as it is. And you've also got a crafter, which is something that one day we can maybe look at making. But that makes your Clockwork engine. Now this is, well, it does exactly what it says. I'm going to pop it down. I mean, unfortunately you do lose the power as soon as you pick it up, but you can right click on it and this kind of like charges it up. So I've set it to go to red and you can see it generates the RF there, and it goes into sort of like kilo RF or KRF, and it will go up to 15 KRF on a full wind. So that's cool. So that gives us some power, but I wanted to try and look at something a little bit sort of, I say more reliable, but start actually generating a bit more sort of power, but have the extra utilities side of things. So I want to start generating GP. So what I was looking at was the solar panels to generate grid power, which will help us to sort of start getting some GP going and some extra utility stuff actually being available to us. And to be fair, the recipe again, it's no different from the original crafting recipe. Again, we haven't got to do quite so many wonderful things with it. I think we had to have some sunburnt or something like that previously on Sky Factory 3, but this is pretty easy. Polished stone, resonating redstone crystal, which we're getting from mining redstone anyway, and lapis. And I was lucky enough that I actually was getting some lapis while we were mining, so we've got a bunch of that. We've got 7 of those, which gets us started. So maybe we'll do sort of 4 to get us going. So we need 12 of those. And the polished stone, somewhere in a chest around here. I think it's up there. I've made some normal stone. We just need to make that into stone bricks. And then I think you do that. Yeah, there we go. That gives you 4 polished stone. And again, straight in the standard crafting grid. So let's just do that, that, and that. And that gives us 12 of those for very little resource, which is pretty cool. So we can actually sort of... We've got a little bit of lag going on, or are we just in the wrong place? Oh, we are having a little bit of lag, aren't we? Come on, server. Wakey, wakey. I think there may be some uploading going on or downloading going on elsewhere in the house, but nope, we've crashed. We have crashed. Okay, well, I will be back with you guys in a sec. And we are back. Albeit it looks like the world's not completely loaded properly out there, doesn't it? There we go. Looks like it's loading in now. There we go. So yeah, I've had a couple of internet issues, sadly. So where were we? We were trying to put that away, and it's still running very slow. Still running slow. There we go. There we go. So hopefully that will sort itself out. Now, we can actually get out here now, hopefully, and put our solar panels down. I want them somewhere nearby. Kind of thinking maybe up on this raised area here might not be a bad place if we... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. So each of these generate 1 GP. So it's going to take a little while, obviously, but that will give us 1 GP. So it just means we can go up to something that operates 12 GP. But it's a start. So we sort of look at sort of extra utilities. Then we can see the kind of things. So we can actually get the lunar ones as well. And I think for that is where you need this. Is the lunar reactive dust, where we need a resonator, which again is actually quite an easy block to make. That's this here. So the resonator. So that is obsidian, which, you know, to be fair, we've actually now able with diamonds to make a pick for it. Quartz enriched iron, which is the challenge. What can we do with the EFAB? So we can do refined iron. Oh wow, yeah, so maybe we're a little way away from the little way away. Oh, hang on, an iron ingot can become... Can it? Let's have a look. An iron ingot in the EFAB can become refined iron. I find that a little hard to believe. Let's have a quick... I'm interested. I'm intrigued now. Is this actually a thing? Right, so we've got an error. So we need a boiler and a steam engine. So we need that to actually make refined iron. But that's interesting to know. So that will actually make... that would actually make extra utilities a lot easier than have to sit there and try and get all of the machines to be able to make that. So that's pretty cool. So now we've got a bit of GP going, we can carry on sort of making as many of those as we feel we need to. But it does just give us the start, really, of an opportunity to make some power, which is cool. So I've been busy using our smeltery. We could do with making this a little bit higher, I think, get another layer in there and start doing sort of 18 rather than just the 9 that we're doing at the moment. But yeah, we are getting there. We are getting there. So quest-wise, let's have a look and see if we've actually got anything in our quest book. Come on. Play nicely. Give me my books. Give my books. Come on. Oh, not again. Not again. There we go. Ah, we've got a good strong connection by the looks of things there. Hopefully that will get us in quite quickly. But yeah, that is just typical, isn't it? But I really think it's, at the moment, it's an unfortunate problem with my my internet speeds is that I've been having some real issues. I've been getting like one up, one down, where everybody else in the house is getting sort of 50 or 60. And we're trying to figure out why. But hey, let's see if we can convince this to work this time. Come on, server. So I don't know whether it's me or whether it is actually the server. What if I... Oh, no. Gone again. Okay, still waiting. Come on. There we go. Perfect. So let's have a look. Quest book. So we did do a couple of quests. So this is where we'd unlocked the cranking up the heat and the baking bad. So what is that? It's given us technological transmutation. So this is the atomic reconstructor, which is something that we could probably look at because atomic reconstructor. Let's have a quick list. What do we need? We need iron ingots, iron casing. So to be fair, that's actually pretty easy to do. I'm just going to sleep again. Let's pop you back in there. Right, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just grab all of that out of there, shall we? 4 of them. Why don't we smelt up a bunch of iron in here. Just stick that in there for the time being. So we need the gear casing, don't we? Or the gear mould. I think we'll probably need another 9 of those as well. So is that in the EFAB? Nope, it's in standard crafting. Awesome. So we can start setting a few things up. I can't remember the iron casing, whether that is that EFAB? No, that's crafting as well. So why don't we just make ourselves just another crafting table? Just make one very quickly. There we go. Pop that back in there just because I prefer the Tinker's ones, because you can leave stuff in those. I'm just going to pop that down there. And so we need 4 iron and 4 sticks. I think we've pretty much got some sticks in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go and see how that iron is doing. Is that all smelted? It is. So we'll pour ourselves a block and we'll stick the other lot in. And we'll go and put our sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we do need another stick. Ah! Nope, we don't want to make a wooden gear. Now we do need a lever, I believe, to make the atomic reconstructor work. So we'll make that very quickly. Perfect. And I think we can pop that back in there. That's nice and cool. Let's take ourselves those. Swap round our casing. Be smelted you have. Let's put that in there. Make ourselves a nice iron gear. And we'll need 4 more ingots. Oops. Come back. 1 iron gear. Let's swap that out, and we've got, how many have we got left? 5 ingots. Perfect. Let's pour very quickly. 2, 3, 4, And the last one. That should be everything. Yeah. 5. Perfect. Let's go make the iron casing. Oh, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What else do we need for it? What am I missing? The gear in the middle, of course. So I had it right first time. There we go. So 1 iron casing, that can go straight into the middle of here, and that gives us our atomic reconstructor. So the kind of cool part with this is, I think, if we put that down and we put the lever on top of it, like so, that should then so that needs some RF, doesn't it? So actually we could probably use our Clockwork engine for that. Well, there's no probably about it, we can use our Clockwork engine. Come on, there we go. So let's put our Clockwork engine here, and let's let that charge up. There we go. So that's now going to start powering the atomic reconstructor, and what we'll do is we'll turn that off for the moment. When the server decides it wants to catch up, there we go. Just so, there we go. Ooh. So that's currently on. That's off then. State on. State off. Weird. Okay. So that'll start charging up. And we can put stuff. So say for example, we can get into our blocks. We've got some sand. And if I put some sand in front of it, turn it on. Oh, maybe we need to have it at ground level. Let's stop that again. Let's go like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it on. I think this should make soul sand. Or maybe not. Okay. That was probably a Sky Factory thing anyway. But yeah, that'll allow us to make like the redstone crystals and things like that. So we could do that actually, because we've got enough redstone that we can actually probably throw a little bit of that down in front of it. So if I put a few pieces down there, turn that on, there we go. Let's put those down there. There we go. Doink. Turn that off. And that gives us the redstonia crystals. So that is kind of handy, because we'll be needing those, and they're from actually additions, so we can throw those into here along with the rest of our ingots, etc. So there we go. So sorry I've had a few sort of stuttery moments there with some issues with the let's wind that up a little bit more, shall we? Get that red again, fully charged, and then that can get this charged up nicely. But yeah, we've had a little bit of a stuttery period because of the way the server has kept crashing because of my internet being a bit of a pain today. But I hope you enjoyed the episode. We're starting to get a few more little things done, which is great. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye!